Hello YouTube, my name is Zadarkus and today I bring you a full ranked game commentary playing Yasuo. Yasuo in the mid lane with a Vayne, a Lee Sin, a Shogat and a Soraka in my team. And yes, finally we got a Yasuo game. It's been quite a while. Well, basically you guys can imagine why I haven't played him so much. Riot did nerf him a couple of times and also introduced some new items and made some changes, and in the end, well, Yasuo is actually kinda hard to be brought into a ranked game, but I just enjoy playing this champion so much that I had to pick him up no matter the cost. And what you're going to see in this game is an example of me doing really well in the early game and fall off in the late game because of the actual pick Yasuo, which makes it a lot complicated. But for now, as you can see, I'm playing against the Syndra, which normally is actually kinda a problem to deal with. But the first thing I would tell you guys if you want to learn Yasuo is to get the E on level 1, dash around the minions, and of course try to get the last hit on them and auto attack the enemy mid laner if it is possible. If you can get an extra dash after you got your stacks, do it, because you actually do some overall nice damage with your auto attack and your E on the champion. But remember that it's very important that you always have a way back when you are dashing around. Now I'm already getting ganked here, but it's a fail from the enemy jungler Rek'Sai, and I just dash from the right to the left, from the left to the bot, from the bot to the top, and all that stuff. Now I'm not going way too ballsy on this Syndra for a couple of reasons. First of all, I don't play Yasuo every day. I don't even play League every day now because, yeah, a lot of work. So I want to be safe, but I'm playing Yasuo, and if I have the chance I will kick some ass. Now I'm getting prepared here for a Syndra. She does engage on me. I am forced to flash. She flashes into me. I know she has the minion aggro. I do dash her with the Q, ignite her, and I do get the first blood, and I managed to survive the actual fight that I didn't start. Now I didn't go back to the lane and farm. Rek'Sai could be close to me, so I didn't want to risk it, so I just go back to the base and get my Zeal, a ward, and a couple of potions. Static Shiv, as you guys know, is a core item on Yasuo, but some people do the Everest Blade first, and I strongly suggest you guys to go for the Zeal. As you can see, I just went balls deep the moment I came to the lane. I started dashing to the minions, get the stacks on my dash, and I went in for the Syndra. First of all, at this point I want to show control in the lane. Of course this will end up making me a target of ganks. As you can see, Rek'Sai coming for the second time to the mid lane. I'm using the time to destroy the tunnel, not staying overextended if not needed. If I don't have any minions to farm, I just go back in the lane. There is no reason for me to stay forward. I'm not going to deal damage to the tower. I'm not going to fight. The best thing I do is either try to roam, which I'm trying now, clear some camps in the jungle, or just wait for the next wave. Now I do move down. Thresh is low. I see Jinx. The minion wave arrives at the perfect timing. I go for some damage on Jinx, but then I see the Shen there, so I help my team in the backline as I see my teammate going really low. He is ignited. I ended up doing the ultimate on Jinx. She heals. Sadly, I did not pick up the kill at that place, at that moment, but Vayne does end up killing the Chen. But I have it in my head. I see the minion wave. I go in with my Q, knock her up, dash to her, get the kill, go to a bush to lose the aggro from the minions. And yeah, everything is okay. But then Rek'Sai comes. I already am ready to dash to the minion, get some distance from him. He would try to kill me, but luckily Soraka comes, heals me. I show him that I'm not afraid since Soraka is there to help me. So I end up going back to base after destroying the pink ward. a really strong start, to be honest, here on Yasuo. It's not something you can expect every game. Luckily I had the opportunities to do so and I did react in the correct way to get it done. So yeah, I'm somewhat ahead. Now going back to the lane, clearing the minions. Getting most of the minions, most of the farm, sometimes derping of course, but yeah, most of the crap I do get it. Now Syndra having a little fight, but surviving it, no big deal. I end up trying to go for the Syndra once again, since I know I have my ultimate and the ignite. She tries to hit her Qs and her stuns, now she does. I flash to get in range with my E, do the knock-up combo, igniter, but Lee Sin does end up picking up the kill, but it's all fine. We end up killing the enemy mid laner once again. I didn't die. Minions pushed against her tower. She is losing XP at the moment, gold, and the tower is getting damaged. I'm already with the static shift, the Doran and the boots. A great start. It's basically the core for the end early game, start mid game. Now of course trying to work for the berserkers and the Infinity Edge. At this point I already hit some crits, have the static shift proc so I can clear camps overall fast. Here I was thinking about engaging on Syndra, but I had way too many minions dealing damage to me, and sometimes people do ignore the damage that the minions do, but please guys, do never forget that the minions in number actually hurt like crap. Now Lee Sin, actually sorry, bot lane coming for the gank. A good condemn from Vayne against the wall. I end up knocking her up as well and getting the kill with my ultimate. Trying to get the tower here, but the enemy team was there already ready to protect it. Vayne almost survives, but Jinx does pick up the kill in the end. Now the usual standoff in the mid lane after the bot lane tower is down. Everybody wants to come party and mess my experience gain with the minions, because why not? Soraka with a good exhaust saving her life there, and now me misposition it, totally bad played by me. I have no clue why I went there, ending up getting myself killed. Now I really wanted to get that Jinx, expected a condemn from Vayne. As you can see I typed it, because if you guys don't know, you can actually do your ultimate from the Vayne condemn the moment Vayne hits it. It's a really small window of time that you can do it, but you can do it, and I think we will do it in this game still. In that case, would Vayne condemn Jinx, I would have just ultimated her and make her stay in that place. Meanwhile Vayne would continue to attack her with auto attacks. We would of course kill her, but that didn't happen, so I ended up going to the bot lane since everybody was in the mid. I want to win the game, I want to get objectives. I go to the bot lane to get some farm, some experience lead, getting the level 11 and the bot lane tower. Already with 1200 gold, trying to go for the BF. Of course it's a good boost on your damage if you can, way better than a pickaxe. So staying around, trying to get the minions, and now clap Zadarkus for the reaction you are going to see. I think this was actually pretty good reaction time. I see Lee Sin here and he kicks. I do pick up the Syndra and we do get the kill. Now we ready to get the tower. Thank you Lee Sin, you are sweet. I was about to type something, but yeah, busy trying to get the tower. A good knock up by Mr. Shogat, and we end up getting another kill and the mid lane tower. Now I do use this time to destroy some tunnels and make Rek'Sai be sad. I saw opportunity here to engage and deal some good damage. Then I decided to not do it because of the Shen taunt. I'm not a tank, would Shen taunt me I would be under the tower and die really fast, which I didn't want to do. Shogat there dealing some insane damage and me being greedy. You always see Zadarkus tower dive at least once in a game because it's Zadarkus. Sorry guys, I try to give you some tips about the game and I end up many times doing exactly the opposite of what I tell you in my games, but at least I'm trying to point out that those tower dives are really bad idea in the most cases, unless I'm playing Ari or you're playing Ari. But now a knock up, I do react in time, get a kill again on the enemy, and now me and Vayne decide to go for the Drake Reno. Easy Drake with a Yasuo and a Vayne, really fast, and now trying to help my team. Shogat gets taunted. I should be placing a wall. I did place the wall there. It blocked the Jinx ultimate, but I had a frame drop there, I guess, but I end up dying as well. Now coming back to the lane, this is basically the part I told you that I start not being able to be as strong and as, how could I say it, I don't bring so much utility to my team now as I was bringing in the early game. Now this was a mispositioning by myself again. My fault, not the champion's fault. It's not about Yasuo. I shouldn't be there alone, and I was, so yeah. But you will see that I have a hard time going into the fights at the moment. It's hard to get a good engagement, and sometimes your team does give you the knockups, but are knockups that either would just instantly kill you because you're in the middle of everybody alone, or maybe the knockup is under the enemy tower and you don't want to do your ultimate there. So even though I have a Shogat and a Lee Sin and even the Vayne Condemn, not always it's the best opportunity to press R. So you're going to see me try to get something done, but having a really hard time against that team. Of course I can still burst Syndra and Jinx, but Rek'Sai, Thresh and Shen are a pain in the ass. Soraka there healing the poke that I had, and now we try to gain some territory again and maybe go for the tower. I do put up a wall, trying to see if the minions would last a little bit longer for us to do some damage, but nothing happened. Here I do get stunned. I managed to, actually I did get taunted, never mind, my bad. Soraka uses the thing on me to heal me, but I end up here missing my knock-up and I did die. But in the meantime, my team actually won that team fight, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, now we go for a Drake. The enemy team is doing a Drake, my team is way too low, they give up. I end up doing red. Lee Sin for some reason decides to fight them all, and yeah, he ends up dying there. Shit happens, shit happens. Here I was trying to get a knock-up, either on Thresh or on Syndra. With the red and the damage I already have thanks to my Infinity Edge, I would be able to kill him for sure. But yeah, not getting the knockups as they would expect me to try it, of course. Now here we go for Rek'Sai and a wild Shen appears, but we do have insane amounts of damage. I did a knock up there, but sadly I had no vision to do my ultimate. Yeah, vision is a thing, right guys? So remember, damn vision. Not giving you the best example here with the level 1 green trinket. You can see me place wards, but yeah, overall I didn't have a... This was for sure not one of my best games when it comes to warding and map awareness. As you can see, I just almost got raped from behind with Rek'Sai, but it's okay. I do end up lifestealing a bit. I use my wall on the Thresh, but I'm forced to fight them. No chance to run away, and I die again. Going for the last whisper here, Shen, Thresh, Rek'Sai being really tanky and a problem to deal with for me. I really wanted to go for the split push in this game, since I do have insane amounts of attack damage and I'm overall a good duelist, but when I'm forced to face Rek'Sai or something like that, I still have problems, and then this happens because yeah. Here, after that fight in the mid lane, the enemy team goes for the Baron, but Lee Sin has an awesome steal that did make a huge difference in this game. This Baron basically gives us the opportunity to push, got us a lot more gold, of course. The enemy team had to go back to heal up from the damage that Baron dealt to them. I used this time to as well clear the enemy jungle and try to steal all the possible gold from the enemy team and experience. Here we see Soraka almost dying to Rek'Sai. Me and Vayne were there already trying to help. If he tried to kill Soraka and maybe even would be able to, he would for sure at least die to me and Vayne. That was my attempt there, going for the Syndra. I'm always trying to look for opportunity to go on a 1v1 against one of their carries, but this opportunity is not coming. They're rarely alone, and normally they're in company of one of those guys that I really don't want to face at the moment, which are Shen, Thresh or Rek'Sai. Now I do go in, I managed to get the kill, but I did die on the process and it wasn't worth it. I expected Shogat to be able to manage the things better after that, but he didn't do as good as a... Sorry, let me start again. I did expect it to go better after that, but Shogat didn't do anything at all after it. So yeah. My thought process was maybe if I kill Syndra we will get pressure on the tower, but it didn't happen. Now here I tried to go for a knockup, but yeah, totally wasted. They're missing my ultimate. I am already ready to click on the Syndra this time. I do get the kill on the Syndra, I do get the double kill on the Thresh, I do get some good amount of damage on the Shen, but I'm forced to go back because I'm not tanky enough to tank the tower damage. But thankfully with the double kill and the damage on the Shen, we end up picking another tower with a huge minion wave in our favor. We are forced to go back, we are somewhat damaged, at least I am, and being 50% of my HP it's the same thing as saying I'm low. Since I'm Yasuo, I'm really squishy and I didn't have my passive shield on. Finally, as you can see already with the last Whisper and the Blade, already feeling a lot more confident about facing Rek'Sai and Shen, thanks to the armor penetration, the overall passive damage of the Blade and the sustain I am gaining with it. Here, yeah, things got a little bit messy. I should have just stayed back, waiting for a better opportunity to go in, as I mentioned. Really hard in the late game as Yasuo, unless you are really insanely fed. But even so, it gets to a point that the enemy team just knows how to play against you. But here doing a great amount of damage, dashing around still a little bit, getting some Qs out, ending up dying, but my damage made my team win the fight, thankfully. I do think so, but yeah, yes, we did get the Baron again. I'm just looking at the chat, but yeah, some people died, so I think we only had like one champion with the Baron buff. Here, not in range of the ultimate, it would have been a great opportunity to caught them. I'm pretty sure we would kill them all there with my team supporting us, but I wasn't in range to do the ultimate, sadly. As you can see something, guys, I always kill the stuff I can on the way. I clear camps, I kill minions, I kill wards, because it's worth it to get up the farm. Now getting another kill and basically ending the game. Hope you guys enjoyed this game of Yasuo. You know, my name has been Zadarkus. This video was made for you and I'll see you in the next one.